What advice do you have for someone that doesn't have kids but wants kids in the future? What advice do you have for them?
If I were them, don't have any. No, you know why? No. I mean, that's up to each.
When did motherhood begin for you?
I was 17 when I had my first child.
Okay. Wow. And for you?
Well, my oldest is 35, so 35 years ago.
J'ai un garçon que vient d'avoir 20 ans. C'est mon premier garçon.
When I got my daughter, she at the age of 23.
23 years ago.
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. And how has that impacted your life?
To be honest, it was nice. It was no problem with me.
Okay.
Yeah, I love kids, so it was okay for me.
That's good to hear.
La vérité, c'est la meilleure chose que m'est arrivée. Je suis très, très contente d'avoir mes enfants. J'ai 3 enfants et je suis très contente.
On le voit sur votre visage avec le sourire, c'est beau.
Well, I have my 4 children. I have 1 son, 3 daughters, and I mean, I have my children. I'm so happy. They're grown up now, and they have children of their own. So I have grandchildren, and that their children have children. So I have great-grandchildren. I have 8 grandchildren, and I have 10 great-grandchildren. The youngest one is 3 months old, 11, 9, 8, something like that. It goes like that.
So they keep you going.
Yeah, well, when we get together, like at least once a week. But her daughter, they live somewhere else, but they were here last week.
Yeah.
So when we get together, it's nice.
That's a blessing. And for you, how has it impacted your life?
Well, I had my first son when I was 19, so I was young, but I mean, I had a partner, and then I had 2 more, and it was hectic when they're smaller than when they're teenagers. Also when they're adults, you never stop worrying, but now I'm a grandmother, so it's even better.
Oh,
yeah,
wow. That's beautiful.
It's even better.
That's beautiful.
And for me, I had 4 children, 1 son, 3 daughters, and mine were all close.
Okay.
Her and her sister, the one in there, they're 10 months apart.
Wow. So this goes into my next question: is how did you find time for yourself while balancing everything else?
It I don't know. It just it falls into place. It falls into place. I mean, it wasn't easy. Was not easy, like she said, teenagers and that. And I still worry about, not as much, but I still, yeah.
For you?
For me, there was really never enough time for myself. Now is the time that they're growing, so now I do all the stuff for me that I couldn't do while I was bringing up my children, because everything's for them. You buy them the clothes, you buy, everybody needs food, but their stuff. Now it's time for me and my grandchildren.
That's beautiful.
C'est un peu difficile, mais c'est une expérience très belle. Et avec le temps, j'ai pu apprendre à équilibrer bien toutes les choses de mon façon personnelle et aussi de mes enfants.
Oh, it's very simple. I have one day in the week during the week where I go for a spa or for coffee or just enjoy myself without kids, without anyone.
That's beautiful. We can learn from that, right? And now, in the midst of all of that motherhood brings, did you feel like you lost at some point your identity, and you just felt like you're a mom and nothing else?
Yeah, because I had to bring my 4 children up on my own. Okay. So it was them and I had to work, and so
okay.
yeah. So now Yeah.
Paid off.
Yes, it paid off because my children are good to me. They're good to me. And my grandchildren, they're good to me. Even the little ones, they're small, but they're very good to me.
And for you?
No, because like that we were a close family, so I had the support, and I never went into it. Well, maybe the beginning. For my first son, I had not a depression, but you go through that stages of newborns and that. But no, I wouldn't say I never lost myself because I had the support of my mother and my sisters, and so no.
That's beautiful. That's a blessing.
And then myself, I come from a big family. I had 12 siblings. We had 12 siblings. So you have no well, now it's a different generation too. Now, totally different. Totally.
Yeah.
I see. No, I never. I had to do this, that, and no.
Perfect. I love that answer. Je vais vous donner 5 mots et vous pouvez choisir lesquels de ces mots décrivent mieux votre première année de maternité. Les mots, c'est content, triste, déprimé, supporté ou seul.
Content.
Comme vous l'avez dit.
Content et très supporté aussi.
Supporté par qui, si vous pouvez élaborer?
Pour ma mère, en ce moment pour ma mère. C'est la personne qui est à côté de moi quand j'ai accouché mon premier enfant.
Est-ce que le fait que vous avez votre maman pour vous supporter, quel impact ça a fait pour vous en tant que la manière que vous avez élevé votre enfant?
C'est très important parce qu'avec l'expérience d'elle, j'ai pu comprendre beaucoup de choses.
C'est beau ça.
Happy.
And can you elaborate why? Of course we understand it comes with happiness, but in your words, why were you happy?
Because to be honest, I am a very, what we can say, I'm very cool. I don't fight. I let the kids to be as they are, and I understand that the kids, they do mistakes, they cry, they make a tantrum and all these things. So it's okay with me.
And that's good. And can you give another word? Were you supported or?
Yes, to be honest, I have a lady who was helping me at home with the kids and everything, so it was okay.
How important for you do you think is for a mom to have support?
A lot, especially if she work. Because you cannot work outside and come home and cook and do everything. And you have to focus about the kids, their mentality and their activities and all that. So I had someone who can help at home, and I was taking care of my daughter.
Now, my next question is, what advice do you have for someone that doesn't have kids but wants kids in the future? What advice do you have for them?
If I were them, don't have any. No, you know why? No. I mean, that's up to each.
Yeah.
It's too. Today, it's too.
Generation.
It's. I don't know. I don't understand. And parents are young now, and like Marla said.
Yeah. Kids are raising kids.
Yes. I mean, I was young as a parent, but I had to do my job. I can't, say, oh, well, let somebody else. No, I had to.
So good discipline is very key. Yes. Even though, that's why I get from your generation a lot is that, yes, you had them young, but you also had the discipline, you had the support. Now it's very an isolated world, And what about for you? Yeah.
Repeat the question.
Okay. Me too, I forgot the question. What advice do you have for someone that doesn't have kids but are wishing to have kids in the future?
Just make sure that it's the right time, that you're prepared financially, emotionally, you have the support. Like that, I did have the support.
Yeah.
And like that, nowadays, it is a different generation, and I could see it. Like for my grandchildren, I'm sort of like, oh, what are they gonna live? What kind of life? Everything is electronic. Everything is, it's a bit scary. But I mean, it changes. From when she was a child and from when I was a child, there's a big difference. And now when my children were young, and now my grandchildren, it's always changing.
And like nobody's perfect because we don't live in a perfect world. We all make mistakes. Our children make mistakes, but we learn from our,
And we just have to adapt to the generation that we're in.
Yes, yes.
Perfect. What advice do you have for someone that doesn't have kids but wants to have kids in the future?
Just don't be afraid and just treat the kids. They are very smart, so just you have to treat them very well, and don't try to let them to be perfect in everything. There's no one perfect, and kids do mistakes, and they are sometimes they don't behave, so it's okay.
I understand. And what advice do you have regarding motherhood, especially for new and soon-to-be moms?
You need help. You need someone to help you. You need to take care of yourself. You need to have time for yourself, where you can go and relax and enjoy yourself.
Mon meilleur conseil, c'est de, je ne sais pas si ça c'est bien dire, disfrutar, de faire avec plaisir, et de profiter les moments. C'est ça que c'est le meilleur conseil que je peux donner, de profiter les moments parce que les enfants sont en un moment très petit, mais avec le temps, les enfants grandissent et tout va passer rapidement.
Bien dit, bien dit.
Well, like, be prepared and love your child, love your babies, take care of your babies. Teach them, even though they're small, you still, like their age, you have to teach them right and wrong, yes and no, and that's my advice,
And what about you?
Yeah, just do the best you can, if you're planning on having a family, and just love your children, support them, be there for them, whether it's physically or mentally. There's a lot more mental health issues I find today than when I was growing up, and it's sad. So just be there. Be prepared to be there for the rest of their life, not just when they're babies. Like, she's still there for us. I'm 50 plus, and she's still there for me. So
How do you want your kids to remember you as their mama?
Oh, they said all the time, I don't have rules in my life for them. And that's true, I don't have rules.
Como la mère que le amé avec tout sa vie.
C'est beau ça.
I want them to remember me as a good mother. A good mother, and that I love them, and may not always show it, but they know it. That's all, yeah.
Perfect. And what about you?
yeah, to remember like the love and the support that they had growing up, because a lot of kids don't have that. So yeah.
And last question is, if your kids are watching this right now, and we would like you to look at the camera while you respond to this one. If your kids are watching this right now, especially in the years to come, what would you tell them?
I love them so much, and they can be whatever they want. Whatever it happen in life, I will love them all the time.
Que mes enfants sont la raison de ma vie y que je suis très contente de que son avec moi en ma vie, de que Dios me bendice avec son vie. Je suis désolée pour mon français, mais j'essaie de...
Non, vous avez bien fait, c'est vraiment beau et c'est important pour les enfants d'entendre ça.
That I love yous, and I want the best for yous, and to keep on the right path.
Well, for me, my daughter lives in the other province, Ontario, and I also have grandchildren. So to my daughter and to my grandchildren, I'll always be here for you. We're just a 6-hour drive away. And I'll love you forever, whether you're a baby, a teenager, an adult. Yeah, so I'll always be here for you.
That's beautiful. I really, really appreciate both of you coming on, and you did a great job. And I'm sure many moms can learn from this. I really appreciate it. So that's it. Thank